Here we are. No, don't be dark. Here we go. Hey.
Too bad.
Hey, what up?
Hey.
From the darkness we emerge.
Hey.
Hey.
It is.
Wow,
the...
so last time, huh?
Yeah, last time. So today is
Yeah.
the possible finale of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Jay is
Jay
quiet.
apparently. You're a
Jay,
bit quiet
fix
for me
yourself.
too, so I think that's on Jay's end.
No one turn me up. I'm about to destroy you.
Oh god.
Here I come.
Destroy me, J-Man.
I am going to. With my voice.
Don't.
I'm gonna.
Hey, you.
Hey.
Hi there.
Hi.
Warning you about the upcoming testimony is unlike anything in the series up until now.
What?
Okay,
No.
there we go.
Yeah, that's...
We gotta get to that testimony first.
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
where
no
did we leave off
dilly-dally.
last time? Were we about to throw Maya Chunk at this lady?
Yeah, toss it right
Yes,
at her.
that is exactly what we were going to do.
Make
All
it
right.
take off the glass. Let's
Give
do
the
it.
lady the chunk, please.
Are we
Have
allowed
you
one
seen
chili shelly?
this? You just have one lock,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a doozy. Why frame
Dude,
him?
frame him. Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Enguarde for the murder?
I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer.
No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Enguarde. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge.
So you are saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why. What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for.
Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge.
Celeste, right?
Maybe.
Something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge.
Either that or the suicide note, but that's probably easier.
It's
Oh,
like
wait. No! Oh,
Oh.
oh it worked. It worked!
Okay.
Celeste!
There's only one
Okay.
catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even revenge.
Love.
And that is Miss Impax's suicide.
What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt?
You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Enguarde, it would mean that he must have some relation to Miss Impax and her suicide.
Oh.
Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt?
Probably the last piece of evidence we got last time.
Dang, I was really hoping that I could control the cursor with the right analog stick, because that would mean I could could play the whole game one-handed.
No Kirby Arrowhead for you.
Evidence?
Or Earthbound too.
Sword and
you can play it
shield?
one-handed.
Oh.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Because I think the L button does a lot of stuff.
What's that evidence?
Oh
Mhm.
dang, that was the wrong button!
Ah.
Wrong hand!
Okay, present my chunk. Remapping.
You could just
remapping.
remap the controller.
I
but
could
that,
remap.
But why would
Hang
you?
on. Hang on.
For one-handed
no.
comfort.
Oh.
Why?
Now we on a schedule.
He's a handy.
Oh, the button.
Na-na-na.
So this is going to be Celeste.
Yep.
Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt?
There it is.
Got it. On guard mention with love, Celeste. Okay.
This is a photo of Miss Impact's, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though.
Wh-
With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impact's handwriting, isn't it? I mean, I don't know that, but I'm just guessing.
Where did you find this? No, that's all right. It was a rhetorical question.
My pager is ringing.
Yeah.
Hold on,
it
I gotta
is.
take this.
Yeah, it is. Oh, hang on. Beep, boop, beep. I found this at Mr. Enguarde's mansion.
And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed.
Nice. Got him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why frame him?
Yeah, why you do that?
Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan.
Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Oh no.
Oh.
Hey, Pearl.
The second I walk away,
Pearl.
because Miss Corita didn't want to get married to her anymore, right?
Yes, because of Matt.
Bastard.
That Matt bastard.
Because of Enguarde? What do you mean?
How was your day, Pearl? I learned a new word. Infidelity.
No!
Oh, I thought it'd be bastard.
I
Also
think I can
bastard.
see where this is going.
She already knew that word.
Oh.
Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago.
Aw, sad Steel Samurai song.
No!
She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together.
So that's why. With love, Celeste is written on the frame of the picture.
Wait, so she was dating Matt and then dumped him for Juan? Is that what's happening? No? Okay. Oh, it's Pearl.
They were a couple, weren't they?
It's special someone.
It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away.
That's so horrible.
Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan.
Okay.
She seemed really happy with him. Even happier than when she was with Matt.
She has a type.
Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself.
Hey, Jay, can you take things from it?
Sure.
Thank you.
I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
Why would that... It's like, oh, so you were a thing in the past. I don't care. We're happy now. Like, her past is her past, dude.
Well, is that what Matt said? They confessed his potato chips.
Yeah, I guess. Well, they're saying welcome back, Apollo.
I see. So wait, no, wait, wrong one. No, wait.
Was that Gumshoe?
No, that was supposed to be Hod. No, not Hod. Hammer,
No.
Ugly, Doctor Man.
Oh, dogs.
him.
Hottie. Hottie.
Oh, hottie.
I have
I
hot and
see.
hottie. There we go.
Put them together, and what do you get?
Yeah. Hottie? Yes. Anyway, yes, so. I see. So that's what happened. I'm fine. Don't worry.
But then why did Miss Corita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
It was probably because of his worthless male pride.
Oh, so Juan was an asshole.
Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most.
Poor Miss Impacts.
I need him, Phoenix. I need a minute to get a drink. Gumshoe, tag in. You got it, pal. Bad cop time. No.
All right, here we go.
That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note.
But why would he do that?
It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt. And it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge.
Revenge. There's that word again.
Oh, Phoenix, you're back.
I had a joke ready.
Ugh.
Give me 1 sec. We were talking about how Gumshoe was gonna be bad cops. Like, so I hear you's got a mental lock. What needs unlocking? Just hold still for a sec.
No!
Scary.
No!
What are you doing with that cro-
You're
What are you-
better
Bad
than
cop. I'm gonna do.
What are you doing with
And
that
I'm bad
crowbar?
cops too.
crowbar.
I didn't read that right!
I'm sorry. What did she
I
say?
broke
just like, I just like Rockman saying, and then you find a Gumshoe's version of bad cop just being comically annoying.
I
At a
know
time
you
that
gets
would
in everybody's
cause Matt the
nerves.
most
Everybody's
damage,
nerves.
of course.
Oh.
And that was at the press conference after
It
the
was
stage.
only on for a second, but I'm deeply concerned about the guy on the far left,
I
was-
saw that too.
who was only wearing a loincloth.
I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan.
Oh, so you do know what he was going to say.
We do?
It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another after all.
Oh, just kiss already.
As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note.
They did. Kiss of death.
I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I even had brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note. And that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them my own kind of cruel revenge.
Her face for this kind of like, yep, we're doing this.
Here we go.
God damn it!
Or putting on the costume was like, ooh, let me slip into something more comfortable. Steps out as a samurai costume.
Celeste was killed by those two monsters.
Phoenix gets a lockpick, Gumshoe gets bolt cutters, and Pearl gets a chainsaw. Everyone must be ready.
So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say.
What a note to
That-
end on.
That's all I have to say about that.
Hmm.
Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man?
Hmm. I'm a lawyer.
God damn it.
Here's
I'm
my
a
badge.
lawyer. I'm a
I
lawyer.
see. What a foul profession.
Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me.
It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway.
I can't sleep either. Not with Maya's situation or with what I know now. Is that it? That's it!
To be continued. Are you going to defend that? Man, I'm using tilt controls.
I'm a little nervous.
Dramatic.
Oh, I forgot.
Why do I still have that ringtone?
How did I get into this mess? It's a wonder.
That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright! Oh, it's Judge.
Oh.
It's Judge.
Get bookended, son. What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
Eh? But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
No.
And look, it is moved from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Infinite. No, Ultimate.
What?
I've had this dream before, someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny.
Oh, because that's his...
Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent.
It's weird that we've never had to do that before.
Yeah.
Be a very different game series if this was commonplace.
No.
Beep boop. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right?
I'm right here.
Beep boop. If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too.
Now listen up. You better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag of not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever!
Phoenix, is that
Phoenix, Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix.
Oh,
yeah.
Phoenix. Oh, hi.
Oh,
Mia.
hi.
I was mid-transformation.
Maya! How's Maya?
It's a shame they didn't have a budget for a magical girl transformation sequence every time this happens. I don't know.
You don't know?
He hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday.
Mia, what am I supposed to do?
Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles.
But.
Can't give up. There's still some hope left.
Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. Ah! It's that cursed Enguarde again! Beep boop. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it.
It's gonna be Gumshoe, isn't it? Yeah.
Aw.
You're really mean, pal.
Ah, Gumshoe! I'm really, really sorry. Where are you? Where are you?
Oh, let me join in on the investigation team, and we're chasing after the killer, pal. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get
You're
him.
not even a cop anymore.
Then you have
Okay,
some
let's
sort of
go.
lead.
Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not gonna give up. No.
Gumshoe.
Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down. We're going to do everything we can to find the killer. Which is normally what we do, but now it's actually like official like. If we can get Maya out, then you can get Enguarde the guilty verdict he deserves, pal.
That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first.
You got that? So, you have to do whatever it takes. Whatever you can to make this trial last longer.
Hey Judge, can we postpone the trial because my legal aid is kidnapped by the assassin? I feel like this.
Oh,
these are
you told
these
the
are
judge time to kill her.
These are
Yeah, that's what
extenuating
would
circumstances.
happen.
I have to
mean-
make the trial last longer?
Would they know that we told them that? If we could make it look like an accident.
What
Like,
if he
oh,
has someone on the inside of
The
the...
water main broke. Oops, we have to close the courtroom.
What if the
it's
killer is
deep
posting the
deep.
bailiff?
Courtroom's getting fumigated. Gumshoe comes in an exterminator outfit. Oh, yep. Oh, you got roaches here, pal.
Oh, they come in, they go. And it's that guy right there. Oh, but if you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you can draw it out.
Oh, now I get it.
I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're gonna give it all that we've got, just like you.
Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe.
You're welcome.
Beep boop.
Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship.
Aww.
It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance.
The
I don't know,
power of
if I-
friendship.
If I was in this situation and somebody told me that, I'd be like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Shut the
Yeah.
hell up.
Yeah.
Sure.
Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make this trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it.
Yeah.
We're gonna win this case with the power of friendship.
Yeah!
Alright, who's the judge?
Oh boy, I don't know.
Who's the witness that's coming
Who
out?
is- I think it's gonna be Sabs for now.
I'm actually gonna look up a transcript real quick and maybe find out. Well, I can do it from now at least.
Oh,
Court
okay.
is now session
Okay.
for the trial of Enguarde.
Because I'm guessing that Pearl is gonna be Mia for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, kind of all. Lunar Saps and Jay might need to trade off at some point in this. I don't know. We'll see what
We
happens.
shall see.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
It's gonna be a lot of us, Ark. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands.
I can win this case. I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Oh,
Very Phoenix right thing to say.
the mystery being what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder? That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would, please inform the court of today's proceedings.
Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Enguarde, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape.
Then you're saying that she's guilty after all.
I'm not finished, Your Honor. Ms. Andrews had nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
What is that? It looks like a shell.
This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
Assassin, you say?
Yes, Juan Corrido was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Enguarde.
What a surprising turn of events.
I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor.
I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true.
But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least, until Maya's safe and sound.
I wonder how the trial will turn out today.
Now then, please call your first witness, Miss Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Wow, it is going to be a lot of me and Ark today.
Oof.
I've looked through the transcript and this looks good.
This looks good?
I'm gonna be a judge.
Okay,
Okey-doke.
well, I don't think Jay's gonna take the stand at all during today's trial.
I mean, we have a long stream today, so we can
Does-
definitely switch off judge.
Yeah,
Does Saps
okay.
have a single character
I don't think
other
so.
than Judge?
I don't think so. We'll make it
Well,
work. We'll
we'll
trade
see.
off at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay, I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way, yeah.
Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes.
I didn't know that.
But, you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Enguarde's room. Okay, sure. After the awards ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. It was the defense attorney right over there. He was my guest.
Oh,
And
oh, yeah.
and his little friend. Oh, you're tall now. What?
That happens, don't worry about it. Nothing sounds out of the place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
And talking with the bellboy is no big deal.
If one assumes that the person Mr. Enguarde was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy,
What are you implying?
if one assumes... Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation.
Huh?
A trap! Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right?
Yeah.
Do we play the game like Phoenix would and just press everything 12 times? Now, are you sure that that's how you feel about this?
So I've noticed something about my Will Powers voice, which, yes, is based on the Cowardly Lion, but it sounds like this. It's very kind of, oh jeez, oh gosh. But if I like flip it up like about an octave, it's
After the award ceremony, I went by
No!
myself to
No!
oh god, I had a lot of voices last night too, didn't I? Really?
Yeah.
The defendant's room, why'd you go there?
Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother sort of. And I wanted to say congrats. You.
What's wrong? Why did you stop?
Now he's sad.
Mr. Right,
Oh, wait, what is it?
you're going to try and trick me into a corner, aren't you? I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. Promise.
No one said that you were, Mr. Powers.
Oh, poor guy. He's just nervous.
No, please. Don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy.
Every time?
Yes.
It
Witness?
happens a lot.
It happens. It happens too often to be just a coincidence. I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Defense, but Friday at 8 p.m.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you went to the defendant's room, and then?
Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here?
Well, it's right. We
you know.
just yesterday in game, we did try to pin this murder on Adrian Andrews. Samurai costume.
Are you sure that that was Matt Enguarde?
Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the Nickel Samurai mask then.
If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken.
And what was the defendant doing standing in front of his own room?
Hold it.
Boy.
At first, what do you mean by that?
Well, he was in a bellboy-ish uniform, and he had a bottle of juice on a tray.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
He had a zipper on his face. Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Oh, why did I think that? Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry.
I guess I'm going to have to wait patiently on this one.
Bellboy adjacent.
You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant together, correct?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats.
Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange?
You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, he gave the bellboy a tip.
A tip. But that's a perfectly normal thing to do.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's just say it was a really
sorry.
big tip. Does a fat
So how lo-
does a fat roll of hundos count as a tip?
Roll of hundos.
It could be. So how long did you watch the two of them?
Not more than a minute or two, I think. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. I was about to try and do Jay's Dakota voice, but
Oh, just found and fancy. Not too bad.
Hold it!
guest with me that way. Who are these guests?
Who are they?
That sounds fake.
So who are these guests you're talking about, huh? Who are they? Let's get them on the stand.
You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway.
This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyperstate. I ended up focusing on her.
I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
So,
Oh.
what do we need to do?
That's all we get. And there's talking with someone at first, I thought I mean, this is the most suspicious thing. And, like, we know what's going on.
Sebs, is this one of those ones where you have to go back and repress something you already pressed?
Let me find out.
Okay.
I'll try this.
At first, what do you mean by that?
I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
I don't know, you tell me, my dude. Well, oh, hey, wait a second. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago, you stated...
God damn it, it is one of those.
Well, at least we checked it right away.
You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. Oh, so we have to press this after pressing something up.
Yeah.
Why would anyone give a bellboy a tip?
Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, you really know your job.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
this bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony.
You mean about the bellboy, right? Matt gave the bellboy a tip.
Let's hear about that. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that?
Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me.
How much it was?
But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked.
I'm afraid I don't follow at all.
Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about.
Probably the face, huh?
Yeah, I'd
Sure.
say so.
What was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers?
He was beautiful. Well, it wasn't exactly a boy, more like an old gramps.
I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my courts.
Isn't really discrimination. No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there was a line of stitches.
Sounds like a zipper to me. A line of stitches?
Yeah, it went out straight from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chinny chin chin. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out. Oh.
Ah. He was there at Enguarde's house. It was the butler!
The butler
Phoenix,
did.
please. Phoenix, please!
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor! So that means Enguarde was talking with the killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, Enguarde would be declared guilty in a blink.
Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything.
Yes, Chief.
You sure you don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What did you just say, Mr. Honor? Your Honor, sir?
Mr. Honor.
Mr. Honor?
Mr. Honor to you.
Nothing, Mr. Wright. Nothing. We're just going around and around in circles. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony.
Apparently the chat really wants us to play Under Hero.
Uh-huh.
That's happening.
Yep, that's not the first we've heard of that.
Add it to the clue
Eventually,
list.
We'll get to it.
Right now we're playing Phoenix Wright.
Yes. Are you enjoying the show, ladies and gentlemen? Gentlemens? Okay. No. A is... L is press.
So he gave the bellboy a tip. Yep.
What's up with that? Okay.
What's up about that?
So
Tell
I
me
should
about
probably
that
ask
tip.
about
Wanna give me the deets?
the tip itself. How much was this tip?
The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree?
Sure. But giving it that much was maybe a little too much, I think.
A little too much.
Would you please clarify for the court about how much you would say that the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess.
And why is that?
Because he gave... because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of hundos.
It's exactly what you said.
Oh, hundos! Hundos!
Ah, well... How interesting! That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
A very fat roll of hundos that can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us.
We should probably object?
Yeah, sure. Objection! The defendant is a superstar! That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him. Same argument? Same argument.
I assume. Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting?
He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work.
Wait, are
Wait,
all of your,
wait, wait!
What?
Do you do all of your cases
Phoenix?
pro bono?
I don't
Don't.
get paid. This is a hobby.
What? How do you
How
get
are you
money?
alive? How do you support your family?
Family?
Found family.
So suppose that roll of cash was not a tip. Then what was it?
Payment, Your Honor. Yeah, Phoenix is the breadwinner for the entire Fae family.
Yeah.
Payment?
Maya's the real breadwinner. What did she do? Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida.
Well, then the bellboy, the witness saw.
Yes, he was the assassin. Yes.
Yes. Hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley the Killer.
He is the person the police special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer. Really?
What's wrong, Mr. Powers?
No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out.
Oh?
Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night.
What?
Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir, right away. second. This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Carita's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kinda out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean... I mean... Is that part of your testimony?
What do you mean?
The I mean? I mean... No, Powers. You nice.
You good.
You a good boy.
You friend.
Pat.
Thank you very much. That is all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy was really the assassin, then I think the answer's fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh.
Edward, you know our situation right now.
This is no laughing matter.
I didn't do it.
He's helping us not seem suspicious that no one knows.
You had to go to the bathroom. Tell us about your bathroom experience.
And what time was it?
Oh, well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that. And then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8-10 p.m. by that time.
You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers?
Sorry. I thought maybe I could catch Matt and say my congrats.
Hold it. Are you sure it was the same bellboy?
Yeah.
And how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. Did he have a zipper on his face?
But you see, well, he had those stitches in his face.
It goes against all the testimony so far.
And so I'm sure it was the same guy that was talking with Matt. So which room did the bellboy come out of?
Hold it.
Carita.
The victim's room, huh?
Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, all right.
Words cannot describe how screwed I am.
Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? Oh boy, it's some kind of out of place.
So what exactly was out of place about him?
Right. Why the insipid grin?
Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next.
Well, the bellboy was empty. Oh my god! I just remembered this whole this particular section of this case. I remember because of how much
that
bullshit it is.
Oh. Empty-handed.
Not even bullshit like it's hard, but just like it's so dumb in a name. That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart, and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? No. No, it's not strange for a bellboy to walk out of a room empty-handed. It's not.
Because he put the thing he brought to the room in the room, and now he's walking out of the room without the thing that he put in the room.
But if he walked in with a tray and he would place the item on the table, he would walk out with the empty tray,
Maybe
right?
he didn't have. Maybe he wasn't carrying it in a tray, or maybe
They
he
asked for
left
towels.
the tray. Maybe they asked for towels and he brought towels over.
Maybe the guest was having issues with their air conditioning, because they always do.
I can attest to that being
God, they always do. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed?
No!
What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers'
let's
testimony
pull in our-
slide, or
Let's pull in our expert
Oh, fast one.
witness.
Pull a fast
Arc
one.
Challenger
Oh, fast one.
approaching. Try to pull a fast one. Yeah, we're gonna call in our expert witness, expert testimony from Arc Challenger approaching. Can a bellboy
here we go.
leave a room empty-handed?
Absolutely, sir. In fact, it's really, really common. Not that I've ever worked with a bellboy, because that's with a different kind of hotel. But that's okay. There's
Don't call
nothing
them
strange or
that.
unusual about an empty-handed bellboy at all.
Expert witness, professional bellboy from the first game.
Hello.
But there really, really is.
There really, really isn't.
If you two are done being school children, bellboys offer room service. There is no reason for them. There was no reason for them to be empty-handed ever.
You're wrong. You're wrong. This is stupid.
Are you having
Your
fun?
Honor.
I'm having fun.
This is good.
I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one.
Sure. Are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious?
I see. Very well, this court recognizes and grants the prosecution's requests. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please.
Yes, sir. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of a guest's room empty-handed.
Hold it. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed?
That's literally what he just said. Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand, and there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it.
Juice? What kind of juice was it?
I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice. We can come up with some
Now that's
sort of reason
unusual.
Yeah, that's suspicious. We could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed. Some sort of proof. And I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now.
Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. What's that? I've never used
He
it.
walked out empty-handed because he put the juice down in the room.
I'm not following. Can you help me understand?
Instructions not clear enough. Got shiny me in the ceiling fan.
Accidentally stabbed the court with a butter knife.
There's
Look,
the,
it's right there.
There's the bottle and the tray and the glass all there. Oh my god. What is with this case?
We did it!
Mr. Powers!
This is the final boss, the final day of the game. Yes.
You're
Your
easily
Honor.
influenced by other people's words, aren't you?
Your Honor, I ask that Mr. Powers' testimony to be stricken from the record. Why? Because it's devastating to my case.
As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true.
But isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and oh, that dude. No.
So, a baseball has stitches!
It does! It
Yeah.
does!
But that's
This-
not a face.
This bunch of bananas has stitches.
You don't know why he has stitches.
Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches?
This is a terrible argument, Phoenix. No. Well, there's also, what about him being empty-handed?
I would like to ask the court to please take a look here.
This is the crime scene.
There is a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Kurita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, Anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Kurita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
But that would mean the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
No!
He saw the body and was just like, well, this isn't my problem.
But can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at the time, Your Honor?
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes.
I blame you for leading me down this route.
I'm terribly sorry.
Don't lie to me.
So we
What is
did
with him?
prove. I will say, I will give him credit. We did prove that a bellboy can leave a room empty-handed. The system works.
What is with him? Why is he laughing?
Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed. Or should I say empty-handed?
Hmm.
Oh? Huh?
You did say that.
You said the same thing.
I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Huh? Ooh, what?
That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. That's not suspicious either. He was wearing gloves.
Anybody can wear gloves for any reason.
Yeah, especially if, say, you work in, like, service and hospitality and don't want to get, like, finger oils on the stuff you're serving to customers. Or maybe you want, like, to be sanitary if you're, like, say, serving food to people.
Gloves.
Like, we know that the guy was the killer, but this is not the way to prove it. Yeah, the pitch black leather ones. Okay, that's a little suspicious. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
Personal preference.
Uniforms.
These are my personal gloves from home. Can I bring them into work?
No.
Oh.
We need
can
to
I see them?
follow a strict dress code.
Ooh, those are nice.
Why
Those are
now?
sexy. Go ahead.
Why did you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind.
Ah, boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious, because he is! Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves!
Come on, Mr. Fight. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones.
So, a football is made of leather.
God damn it.
What is it with you in sports today?
He's
The other-
about sports when he gets stressed.
The other prosecutor wears leather gloves, I think.
Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather?
God damn it.
Yeah, she wears gloves.
No.
But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant.
Oh, I forgot about the killer getting caught stabbing Juan. These are my driving gloves. Oh, I just remember the whole nonsense with the driving gloves. These are large ones.
He received a large roll of hundos from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself would believe that he was just another bellboy.
I mean, if you really wanted to know, you could like ask the hotel for their staff list.
Impossible.
True.
It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Like, that should be the first thing you do. It's like, hey, we checked the hotel's employment records and nobody on their staff has stitches on their face. Now then, Whitney, please continue with the rest of your testimony.
The rest.
There's more? Please
But
tell us
wait,
more.
There's more.
But wait, there's more. Call now, and you can get this absolutely free. Okay.
Call now.
you
We'll
really-
throw in a pair of black leather gloves for free.
Wow, what a steal.
Will Powers?
The box
Do you
set
need
for
a ba-
Steel Samurai.
How much are they paying you to say that?
If you call in the next 30 minutes, you can get a second box set to give to a friend. Please, buy these. My garage is full of them.
No!
After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. Just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. And then the old guy just left, without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
Oh, okay.
So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room.
Yeah, I kinda saw all that by accident.
Some accident. I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven.
I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal.
Oh, he's not normal type, Jay. Bot, get it.
Yep.
Yes.
Killing him, kill him.
Second boys.
Killed. Oh,
Mine.
I didn't get
Mine.
But yes, that's why I voiced the butler.
All right, who slew the bot this time?
It was me.
Nice.
Another check on the chart.
Yes, Your
cross the
Honor.
7.
All right. Kind of the bots to be like very clear and obvious as to what they are by having all those weird
Yeah.
letters.
Yeah.
Oh, I should probably press the knock on Matt's door. just like
Probably.
It's all fun and games until somebody wants to become famous. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying?
Excuse me? I may be a poor, underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying.
Well, I
That's
think
why-
the point is, where did...
That's why I turned down all those spy movies.
Hey. Where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers?
Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye, and sort of a sneaky, spy-like.
I knew he was spying. I knew.
Clueless.
I almost
I-
by just reflex went to bad clueless.
Clueless.
Not bad.
Oh no, he's
you're
been
pl-
botted.
You're playing with fire
No.
there. Please. Does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know.
He gave something to the... Oh.
Hold it.
Can't ban him.
I said hold it!
Unless you're...
I actually discovered that because I accidentally almost banned Nada, and then it said only the Challenger Approaching TV can do this.
Huh?
They're like, hey, R, can you ban Nada for me? Overhand, underhand, more sports.
Okay.
That's better. Ahem. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details.
Okay.
I should probably ask him only one question at a time.
Also love the person. Don't ask him.
Don't ask anything.
How do we become famous?
So
How
who
would I
took this
know?
something the bellboy handed off?
Actually, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Only an arm?
Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face.
Yeah.
Well, it was Mr. Enguarde's room, correct? So it could only have been Mr. Enguarde himself, I'd say.
Or Adrian Andrews. And then, what did the bellboy do after that?
Oh, so after he gave the person inside the room the thing,
I should probably ask the other question.
Hold it. I said hold it! to get to my questions, Mr. Powers. He gave something to this person.
Yeah.
And what was that something?
If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I?
But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers?
I think it was something kind of small.
I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm.
Yes, yeah, it was just like that.
Miss Edgeworth, is all this really that important?
Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client.
Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off.
Well, let's see. I think it was. No. Oh gosh, oh boy. Oh.
If you remember, please add it to your testimony.
Yes, sir. If I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue.
Or a wooden statue.
Yeah.
Oh.
Could it be?
It's the
This-
giant bear.
This was in No, this was in Enguarde's mansion.
Oh, you mean the statue?
I'm gonna press this in first.
A statue?
Yeah, it kind of looked like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know.
Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him.
Bring it to bear, if you will.
You're going to have to trust your instinct on this one and take a chance, Phoenix.
Well, Mr. Powers, let's continue with your testimony. Also, other judge, tag outs.
Oh, okay.
What? Okay.
I'm gonna just take a little break.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Alright, is it gonna
Oh,
be Jay
well,
or...
let me just get us comfortable. Ah, you spilled juice on it again, did you? All right. All right. What did the bellboy
didn't
do
mean
after
to.
that? I know, but you gotta. I told you, if you need a sippy
Judges.
cup, you need a sippy cup.
Stop yelling at me, old man.
Who you calling old?
Old man yells at witness.
Old man yells at old man.
New.
Hey, old man yells at cloud. Isn't that the plot to Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah, that's about right.
What was the point of that pregnant pause?
Oh. Well, I was changing seats, and well, where did that attention come from? Well, speak up.
It was me, Your Honor.
I want to make the... so that we can laugh about it when he gets back, and he won't know why.
I can hear you still. I'm just making tacos.
Eat your damn tacos. Taco Tuesday. What is it, Phoenix?
I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this.
Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something you saw. Was it this? You mean the statue?
Oh hey, that's it! That's the something! Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out.
I recall we found this at Matt Enguarde's mansion.
At the defendant's house? What does this mean?
It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the Killer assassinated Juan Corrida in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then the bear being found at Mount Enguarde's mansion would mean...
It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Enguarde is the killer's client.
Nope.
Order, I said order! Write it down!
I mean, yes, he was. That means he didn't kill Juan himself, so he's not guilty of murder. Mr. Wright, I don't think you saw. We changed the charge to conspiracy to murder.
Shit.
Mr. Wright, this is most unfortunate turn of events for you, it would be.
Yeah. Sorry, Mia.
No, it's all right. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. After all, it was added to our court record. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have.
I almost forgot that he knew about it too.
I think it is clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial.
I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored.
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further?
First testimony of the person who received the bear. Probably the bear itself. Like, what's so special about this bear? I want to know.
Okay. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable.
The bear, Mr. Wright.
This was found at Mr. Enguarde's mansion. However, Mr. Enguarde was arrested at the hotel that night. Which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home.
Oh.
I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say.
That the assassin brought it to his home?
No, it's not possible that it was Mr. Enguarde who took this bear to his mansion.
We're not saying it was?
We're stalling that it happen. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There is no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken the bear home.
Phew, disasters.
Objection! You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Enguarde's mansion.
Muttering is the death of us all.
We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape.
I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer.
The killer and Enguarde were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Enguarde Mansion as its butler. In other words, Your Honor, good fine people of the court, the butler did it!
He said the thing! Hey!
The gallery goes wild.
What a bold move!
The bear figurine was brought back to the... Pardon me.
Wow.
The bear figurine was brought back to Enguarde Mansion by the killer himself. Is that the arm? William! Is that the arm that you saw? It's a robot arm. Damn it. It was just a regular arm, you know?
Maybe Will needs glasses.
Maybe Will has seen too many costumes.
See, this is what arms look like now. It's just what arms look like to him now. Well, he didn't see the face. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Enguarde had him do so. I assumed because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now.
This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to try. I have to find something else.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to,
I plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Power's testimony.
What? There's still another one?
There is indeed, Your Honor, and it's quite a questionable point.
What are you trying to pull? Interrobang.
Oh.
So I thought asking
Well,
about the
we
bear.
could have done that, but it's fine.
Okay.
What point to explain now further?
The person
my-
who received the
Yeah, my question about the bear is why the bear? What's so special about this bear? But I guess we can do something else. Person. Tell us about this robot arm.
There was one thing in Mr. Power's testimony that was very unclear. And that is the identity of the person who received the bear.
He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of that.
Ah!
Hmm?
Sorry. Huh? What's everyone looking at me for?
Please, Mr. Powers.
What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, at least give us a reason why.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Actually, I remembered. Oh, now he remembered. I remembered when I saw that one picture that was part of the last conversation. You know, the one that you just imagined?
Mm-hmm.
I remembered who took the bear.
What?
Yeah, it is it is true Adrian did wear that costume. So it could have been her.
Really?
I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear it.
You've got to be kidding!
Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. God.
Order! Okay. It looks like you've dug your own grave yet again.
Dug your own grave. How many times is that today? I've lost count.
So the person who took this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And, as we all know, Matt Enguarde is the Nickel Samurai.
Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer. I'm so happy.
Now tag out.
Oh, thank you. I need to put food in my mouth. Don't spill any more juice.
There's taco juices everywhere. I'm sorry.
Oh, taco juice.
Is that what that was?
No, but now it is.
Oh.
We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Enguarde. I see no reason to continue this for this trial to continue again.
No.
Therefore, I will hand down my verdict.
No.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you?
Edgeworth, please. I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth.
Any last objections, Mr. Wright?
Well, do I? What should I do? Yeah, just hear the
verdict.
verdict. I'm
I
done.
should
Let's just give up.
Nothing
We're
else
ending,
that can be
we're
done.
ending early, people.
Yep.
Wow.
We did it. We got the
Why
end.
I
We
saved!
got the end.
The defense rests.
Phoenix, are you giving up? If you do, Maya will die. Oh, forgot about that part. You'll carry that weight on your shoulders every day for the rest of your life. I don't want that to happen to you.
Mia.
Raise an objection, Phoenix.
No, Bob.
There is only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor. Right now, we have these 2 reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number 1, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin.
Wait, if he's my client and the assassin's client, am I the assassin? Oh. Okay, did you read this? Okay, thank you.
Reason number 2, that very same figurine was found at Enguarde Mansion. However, it's possible that this is all the work of a certain other person.
We're gonna we can bring up Adrian Andrews again.
What
There
are
was
you
a
saying?
setup.
What I am saying is it's possible a different person is Decline's real, Dekiller's real client. Declines.
Oh,
Decline's
Decline's
real
real
killer.
killer.
during the course of our contract, you shall be known as Decliant. With a K, please.
Alright, dude, whatever.
K Iller and K Liant.
Yes.
Is this all you have?
Yes. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client and therefore the real murderer?
Are we gonna throw Adrian Andrews under the bus again?
I guess. Who else could it be?
Franziska von Karma.
She was shot.
Yes, she
When-
orchestrated
Wendy
the
Oldbag.
shooting of her own shoulder.
Yep.
Yes.
It's Wendy Oldbag.
No! What haven't she ever done to you?
She can go to
She's
jail, that's
done
fine.
anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's got to be Andrews, right?
Yeah, it's Andrews.
Because she already like admitted to tampering with the crime scene to
Incriminates.
Yeah.
incriminate on guard. Yeah, so it makes sense.
And she has also worn the outfit, so like, even
Yeah.
if like we know that it's not her, there's pretty much damning evidence against her.
Yeah, at this point, it is just about as likely. The only thing that they have for Matt over Adrian is the fat stack of bills,
Yeah.
but
The
whatever.
hundos.
Hundos, yeah, stack of hundos.
But that might be just him being really irresponsible with money.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Adrian Andrews?
Hey, we all know Oldbag probably didn't do it, but we all agree to convict her anyway.
Very well. Very well. Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt Enguarde for the crime. By wearing a spare nickel samurai costume.
Ugh. Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw.
That could very well have been Miss Andrews.
And what about Mr. Enguarde?
If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period.
That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. Enguarde's mansion.
It was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews.
Mr. Edgeworth, What is your opinion on this? Close brings up a good point. If you accuse her now, we have to listen to her testify again. Do you want to go down with that ship?
Oh, do you mean old bag?
Yes.
Hang on, I gotta make a call to a certain killer.
Or the client.
I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either.
What is it?
Come on, don't make it sound like Rick did it.
I can't believe
The
the
defense would go go as far as the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, believable. It's not the petty that is murdered.
This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on.
Order, order, order. All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom.
Your Honor. For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game.
His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory.
Hey, Ham!
Hey,
Ham.
Ham!
Hey, thank you, Ham.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, hey, and there he is.
Alright.
Oh,
I still don't think they can hear it, so that's why I sing along with it.
oh, gotcha.
It probably sounds much worse than the... Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? And as a matter of fact, I have wondered that.
He's right. The killer did especially bring that bear to Enguarde right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about that bear?
Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Smack. Your Honor! The prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. Miss Andrews.
And who would that be?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself.
I see. Well then, the court will now take a short 10-minute recess.
Okay.
The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Guys, it's March.
It is.
Dude, nice march.
Mario still lives.
This guy.
Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer?
Uh-oh.
But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian.
Are we having a stream issue?